Guitar nerds, what's up? It's Pete Thorn. Welcome to the studio. Hey, of course, I hold here in my hands the pedal that is the focus for today's video. You heard it on all the guitar parts on the track at the beginning. It is the Tone of the Gods. The Tone of the Gods is a pedal that has three distinctly different sections in it, all designed to preamp, boost, EQ, and overdrive your guitar signal in different ways to kind of shape it and meld it and mold it into something that's super badass. So you can stack any of these sections into one another, or you can use them individually, or you can run all three if you want at the same time. There's one more button here, a fourth button here, and this actually turns on and off a master, so you could have like a rhythm volume and a solo volume. So let's talk about the different sections here. Number one, there's a preamp, and it's kind of based on the sort of Schaefer preamp, I think, like the Solo Dallas style circuit. It's got an input and output level control, and then there's also this threshold control here, and that actually allows you to add in some compression. So you can turn up the input control, but then turn up the threshold a bit, and that's going to compress that input signal. So you get a nice hot signal coming in, but then you can squish it down a little bit, and you can kind of vary that also, you know, of course, add it in with the output level control and get varying degrees of boost and also a little bit of squish going that feels really good under the fingers. Okay, next up we've got an overdrive circuit over here, these four knobs right here, and this is based on the kind of Timmy Janray style circuit, I do believe. You got a drive level, you've got a volume control, and then you've got a bass and a treble control. So a little bit of EQ going on there. This is great for that kind of natural, more like American style drive. I wouldn't say it's Marshall in a box or anything like that. It's smoother, and it's really great for kind of warm, broken up, full mids, overdriven sounds. It also actually sounded really good boosting into my Marshall, which I used for a couple of the lead guitar parts on the track at the beginning of the video. The last lead, I was running into a clean amp, but with the 335 and the Telly, I was using various combinations of stuff here, and I was using this overdrive to kind of boost into an already crunchy sound, and I thought that was really cool. Janray and Timmy pedals are kind of a sleeper when it comes to boosting Marshalls, but they're really cool, actually, for that purpose. It's a different sound than if you use a Tube Screamer or something like that, and a really cool kind of complex overdrive sound, because they have a more sort of sophisticated overdrive or something than say a Tube Screamer. So anyway, I really like this circuit boosting a Marshall, although I don't think it sounds Marshall derived itself, but it can sound really good layered into an already crunchy Marshall. And it sounds really good into it, like a Fendery clean as well. Okay, so more on that in a second. Let's move on to the boost section here. This four knobs right here, this is the high voltage boost. So you plug your 9-volt power in here, but then internally it gets like increased up to 100 and something volts somehow through some sort of voodoo magic that they do in this pedal for a high voltage, high headroom boost. So you've got a boost level control there, and then you got a 3-band EQ, bass, middle, and treble. And evidently this is kind of Marshall amp derived, this circuit, so like a JTM 45 style EQ. And so this is where the most kind of EQ shaping in the pedal exists. So just to recap, preamp section with some compression, overdrive section here, and then high voltage boost with a 3-band EQ over here. And then the switch here for a separate master volume control that allows you to have 2 preset volume levels, essentially. Now on that track at the beginning of the video, I used a few different amps. My Top Hat King Royale, set basically clean, maybe just a little on the edge of breakup, so that's like an AC30. I also used my PT100's clean channel, and that was real clean, set very clean. And then I also used my old 72 Marshall set for a crunch sound and then boosted it with the pedal. So I'm going to solo a bunch of those parts outside of the mix now. I'll detail on screen what I was doing as far as which section of the pedal I was using and all that kind of good stuff into what amp. And then I'm just going to play a little bit more through my TC Ditto looper. I'll do that into my PT100 set real clean with my Telly, and turn on and off the different pedal sections, turn some knobs and stuff, so that you'll get a really, really clear idea of what all the different sections in this pedal do. Okay, so let's get on with it. It is the Tone of the Gods. just getting ready here to do the first little lead or melody part in the song, and the grind circuit sounds great in front of my old Marshall 50 watt. Here's the sound with no pedal. So I thought I'd just try and boost that now, and sure enough, the grind sound sounds great. So here's what it sounds like. Okay, so I switched to my telly, and I'm going to get a real cool neck pickup tone going here. So I want to get like lots of clarity and make it really speak while also upping the gain a little bit. And I thought maybe I can just stack the high voltage boost with the grind circuit. So I'm going to take out the grind circuit right now. This is just the sound of the amp and the neck pickup of the telly. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Now we'll add in the grind. That's cool, but I want to get a little more clarity. So I'm going to boost and use the 3-band of the high voltage boost 3-band EQ to just add a little bit of top end and kind of clean it up a bit. See what that sounds like in the track now. Okay, so for the last lead in the song, I'm going to use my Sir Signature guitar, bridge humbucker, and I'm going to use a clean sound on the amp, basically clean sound, a PT100 clean channel. Okay, and now I'm going to stack all 3 channels in the pedal. So the preamp, let's turn on the grind, let's turn on the high voltage boost, and this is going to be the lead tone. Okay, let's track. Thanks for watching my video on the Tone of the Gods pedal, coming to you all the way from New Zealand. You've got a preamp in there with some compression, you got a really nice sounding overdrive circuit, and you also got a high voltage boost with a 3-band EQ. Use them individually, stack them, whatever you like. It's not the smallest pedal in the world, but hey, I think the idea here is that you would eliminate a few pedals off your pedal board and kind of, kill 2 or 3 birds with one stone essentially, and be able to get a lot of your sounds just out of this one pedal. You can check it out further at the link down there in the video description below. Click there, it'll take you to more info about the Tone of the Gods. Thanks for dealing with my sense of humor week in, week out, year in, year out, continuously. I really appreciate it. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. Hit the little bell beside the subscribe. You'll get an alert when I put out a new video. I am Pete Thorn. Take care. Over now.